I could be the mole because I'm living stress-free from all the winnings my boyfriend won in the first season. That's right. Because I'm a master of disguise. I could be the mole because I managed to get pretty much everybody's passwords from them, which most of those players that I got their passwords are already executed from the game. Did I sabotage them, or did I just use it to my advantage? In the challenge The Keymaster, I compiled a list of all of my answers from all the slides that we saw in the video, but it just so happens that I got 3 of them wrong. Was that on purpose? Oopsies. In DJ Relay, I actually figured out the final answer within the first couple hours of playing. Is it because I got help from Anderson, or just because I'm that good? Who Moles? Season 2 of The Mole. Coincidence? I could be the mole because I'm really good at lying. Spaghetti and meatballs, gluten-free and vegetarian.
Delicious.
Could I be the mole? Maybe. I've listed a few things that could potentially list me as the mole, but it's up to you, I guess, to decide. One is I'm pretty good liar when I need to be. In general, in people's faces via text, it's pretty simple. I consider myself pretty good at convincing other people of things by intentionally leaving out details, or I could present a broad scenario and play off people's responses, such as the lie I had to tell in order to earn an exemption in the Sale of the Century challenge. I'm really good at playing dumb when needed, since half the time I kind of am dumb when I shouldn't be. Usually no one is the wiser, since these rules get pretty complicated. So I guess I could also possibly be the mole, since I participate in group discussions as much as I can. I'm often giving my input on the answers to the challenges, such as the DJ Relay challenge. When I attempted to name all the songs, I didn't really do too good, but could I be hiding in plain sight? Did I intentionally not hear those songs? Maybe to throw someone off? Could I be trying to push attention off on other people by calling them the mole? Who's to say?
I could be the mole because, well, I'm still in the game, and at this point, who's to say that I'm not the mole besides myself or, well, Anderson, of course. Between all of the late nights at work, or the I can't do it right now because I'm driving home, or that time that I volunteered to take the lead on the challenge and then suddenly had a work emergency to deal with that left me unable to work on the challenge, and then only to be heard from hours later as I was boarding the plane and only had 40 minutes left to complete the challenge. Were all these things true, or were they just tactics to derail the game and make sure that I win all the money? And I love money. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Final 5. I just want to share some beauty secrets with you and tell you why I could be the mole. First and foremost, if y'all have played with me before, y'all notice that I'm really not good at these kind of games. I've been voted out number 1 2 out of the 3 seasons. And it's kind of surprising that I've made it to the Final 5, because if you haven't realized, I'm not really good at these kind of things. Also, for the challenges, I kind of goofed up on a lot of them because A, I didn't want to be the first one to be done with things, but second of all, I am just really bad at challenges. So that could be a possibility of why I could be the mole. And just make sure you put your powder all over your neck, because you don't want to have that line of demarcation. It's not cute. So, also with the mole, if you haven't noticed, I'm always the last one to turn in things. So that could be very suspicious of why I may not be, oh, this lighting is real good, girl, of why I could be the last ones, especially like the one with the DJ rally round. I kind of goofed up on that one because I wanted you guys to realize that I do have some laziness inside me and I didn't want to be the first one to be done. But is that me or is that the mole? And just make sure we're bronzer. Bronzer makes the world go round because without bronzer, you look dead. So that's my holiday makeup tip from me to you and to tell you why I could be the mole. So happy holidays, happy new year. And if you haven't noticed, my sweater is kind of cute tonight. Bye-bye.
Hey girls, you might remember me from Big Brother. I had the landslide victory over Rusty, Season 1. That alone is probably suspicion enough to consider me to be the mole. I outsmarted you then, I outplayed you then. Could happen again. I was also pretty quick to call people out in challenges when they'd fuck up. Call them out to be the mole. It might look like I was deflecting. You smelt it, you dealt it. Also, I'm pretty competitive. I always have to win. I also created the Facebook page for us to communicate better, violating the rules of the game and adding money to the mole's pot. Oh, and then there's this. And don't forget this.
Do you think I'm cute? Yes or no? Yes?